The ceremonies pause at the jeweler's shop display, feigning casual silence in strange romantic interludes, till they commit themselves to the muted journey home. And the pool player rests on another cue, last night's hero picking up his juice. A honeymoon gambled on a ricochet. She's staring at the brochures at the holidays, chalking up a name in your hometown, standing all your mates to another round, laughing at the world till the barman wipes away the warm wet circles. Moths, a classroom shabby butterflies, flirting the glow of stranded telephone boxes, lining white lace weddings from smeared hearts and token proclamations, rolled from stolen lipsticks across the razored webs of glass, sharing cigarettes with experience, confidence. She faithfully traces his name with quick bitten fingernails through the tears of condensation that all cry through the night, as the glancing headlights of the last bus kiss adolescence goodbye. In a warm wet circle, like a mother's kiss on your first broken heart, a warm wet circle, like a bullet hole in Central Park, a warm wet circle, and I'll always surrender to the warm wet circles. half-loaded room. Oh, at that time of the night. So if you ask me, how do I feel inside? I could honestly tell you, we've been taking on a very long ride. And if my owners let me have some free time someday, with all good intention, I would probably run away, clutching the short straw. At that time of the night, when questions rally in an open mind, summon all your answers with a nice cute chime. Oh, at that time of the night. At that time of the night, pretend you're off the hook with a telephone. Your confidence wounded in a free fire zone. Oh, at that time of the night. So if you ask me, where do I go from here? My next destination even isn't really that clear. So if you join me and get on your knees and pray, I'll show you salvation. We'll take the alternative way, clutching the short straw. If I had enough money, I'd buy a round bomb, I'd throw you over there. A companion in the madness, in the mirror, the one with the silvery hair. And if some counsel, you please pick up my tab. And while we're at it, if they could pick up my broken heart. One red circle. One red circle. One red circle. Is it wrong to talk to myself even when there's nobody else? I'm just checking out that I'm not gone under the water, thrown on the beach like a seal ready for slaughter. Can't you understand that the way things were planned, it never worked out, so it just went crazy. But two to the drink, like some fool says it's maybe. I ain't got no excuse, and that's really the news. Got nothing else to say, that it's my way. It's always my way. Seem to be running away so often. I'll try anything once, and that's the way we should be. But it's always the same, then I'm caught up again in a habit just can't shake off the way it always turned out. Can you understand? It's the way I choose to be. Everything seems so easy this way, but I'm going under, fast, slipping away. Am I so crazy? The time I've been thinking about changing my ways, but when it gets right down to it, it's the same drunken head. I'm serving a sentence to write life sentences. It's only when I'm out of it I make sense of it. But just for the record, I'm gonna put it down, 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 down. Just for the record, I'm gonna change my life around. Just a revolutionary with a pseudonym, just a borrowed dancer on my final fling, just another writer paying off my dues, just finding inspiration, well that's my excuse. Just for the record, I'm gonna put it down, 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 down. Just for the record, I wanna change my life around. Just another empty gesture with an empty glass. Just a comic actor behind a tragic mask. But I got no discipline, got no self-control. Just a little less painful here where my back's against the wall. Both of them are right. in the concrete on Sunset Boulevard. I've done you two summers, you'll see. Incommunicado, 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 incommunicado. I'm a marquee veteran, a multimedia bona fide celebrity. I've got an allergy to Perrier, daylight responsibility. I'm a rootin' tootin' cowboy, a Peter Pan with street credibility. Always taking the point where the Dawn Patrol fraternity. Sometimes it seems like I've been here before. When I hear opportunity kicking in my door, call it synchronicity, call it déjà vu. I just put my faith in destiny. It's the way that I choose. But I don't wanna be a 10-count tied to the bumper of a wedding limousine. Currently residing in the wearing outfit, to be in the cavalry scene. I wanna do adverts for American Express cards, talk shows and primetime TV. Up there in France, my own cocktail bar, and that's where you're gonna find me. Incommunicado, 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 incommunicado. Sometimes it seems like I've been here before. When I hear opportunity kicking in my door, call it synchronicity, call it déjà vu. I just put my faith in destiny. It's the way that I choose. Incommunicado, 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 incommunicado. It's the only way. Incommunicado, 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 Read some Kerouac and it put me on the tracks to burn a little brighter now. Something about Roman candles fizzing out, shine a little light on me now. Find a strange fascination with a liquid fixation. Alcohol can thrill me now. It's getting late in the game to show any pride or shame. Burn a little brighter now. Burn a little brighter now. Yeah. Doctor said my liver looks like leaving with my lover. Need another time out now. Like any song not a hero, turning down a zero, standing out in any crowd. Pool and 17 with experience and dreams, sweating out a happy hour. When you're high and 29, you know it ain't a crime to burn a little brighter now. 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 We burn a little brighter now.
My advice is, if you maintain this lifestyle, you won't reach 30.
Christ. I mean, it's sort of a romantic way to go, really. It's part of the heritage.
We burn a little brighter now. Yeah. I was flicking through the channels on the TV on a Sunday in Milwaukee in the rain, trying to piece together conversations, trying to find out where to lay the blame. But when it comes right down to it, there's no use trying to pretend. But when it gets right down to it, there's no one here that's left to blame. Blame it on me. You can blame it on me. We're just sugar mice in the rain. I heard Sinatra calling me down through the floors, where you pay a quarter for a partnership in rhyme. To the jukebox crying in the corner, while the waitress is counting out the time. Trying to pretend, but when it gets right down to it, there's no one really left to blame. Blame it on me. Oh, you can blame it on me. We're just sugar mice in the rain. Well, the toughest thing that I ever did was talk to the kids on the phone. When I heard them asking questions and knew that you were all alone. Can't you understand that the government left me out of work? I just couldn't stand the looks on the faces saying what a jerk. So if you want my address, it's number 1 at the end of the bar, where I sit with the broken angels, clutching at straws and nursing our scars. Blame it on me. in the rain. Your daddy took a rain check. Your daddy took a rain check.